There is peace and love and joy and harmony in the air. But can you feel it? Most of the time, we cannot feel it because we tend to focus on the things that we have control. We have no control over. Things like politics, things like the weather, the traffic, things like COVID-19. Did you catch yourself focusing on some of those things lately? Yes, of course, it is going to bring you down. That's where I kick in, coming to remind you that common sense is not common practice and reminding you that you need to focus on other things. First of all, it's your boy Easy Busy who says no matter how crazy or busy life is, always take it easy because life is easy. So 3 quick tips that is gonna boost your joy, elevate your joy to the next level, and you will tell me later how you felt. Okay? So the things that I enjoy doing are not necessarily the things that you will enjoy doing. You know, it depends on who you are, where you were brought up, your culture, and those kind of stuff. Some of the things that I mostly enjoyed in America are different from the things that I enjoyed in Africa, in Asia. It goes around. We like different things, but it's up to you to study yourself, to know yourself in order to pinpoint those things and start practicing them. Okay? So the first tip that I'm going to share with you is simply as doing the things that bring you joy. Do the things that bring you joy. When we wake up, we have the tendency, I'm going to work, rush hour. We are programmed to, like, money is like, man, our God most of the time. We don't admit it, but we always thinking about money. We want the money. But do you realize that the material, the money is not what brings you joy? It is the feeling that brings you joy. The feeling that you got towards something. And we don't like the same thing necessarily all the time, right? So it might be the car, but you bring the car, a new car, and 2 days later, or a year later, a couple of months later, I mean, it's just a different car. I got a buddy who bought a new house last year, and they were so excited. And I think 2 weeks ago, I asked his wife, how you feel about the house? She's like, it's just another house. I'm okay. I've seen it over and over. So you gotta work on your mind and know some of the secrets of this life, which goes through your thinking. And when you work on your thinking, you work on your emotions, you tend to bring that joy when everybody's complaining. It is a state of mind. It is a mindset. It is not the material. It is not other people. When you work on your joy and your emotions, you don't need external things to have that joy, because we are all born with that joy in us. But the way we've been brought up, the nurturing and the people around us, they teach us that if somebody says this word to you, that means you gotta slap him. When somebody says this word to you, that means they love us. No, we gotta change all that and love and give and just live freely. Okay, so just if you start doing the things that bring you joy, that can condition you to get to that level. Okay? So the first thing, like I said, is to do the things that bring you joy. Like for me, for example, it can be like singing. I'm not a singer, but at home here, I'm singing and dancing all the time. I'm in another world. It's like Michael Jordan on that basketball court. You in the zone when you do those things. It can be an artist like drawing. You can even feel the clock ticking. That's how beautiful it is when you do the things that you love doing. You know, so do them. Lately, one practice that I've found out is writing about the things that bring me joy, about the people that I love, the places. So I just sit down. The first thing that I wrote about on that journal was about my dad, because he's my superhero. And for those who know me, I lost my dad when I was 8, but he was the greatest dad ever. So grateful. Like those 8 years were like amazing years of my life. So when I was writing about him, it brought me joy. I didn't even want to stop. I was not even thinking. I was just going. So moments like that take you away from the COVID-19, all the bad things that are out there. So do the things that you love. And it doesn't have to be big things. You don't need to spend a lot of money going on a cruise. No, you don't need that. Just do the small things. Like me being around kids, like I said, being around kids and being a big kid, it brings me joy. Writing about the people that I love, it focuses my thoughts and my emotion on that joy and it elevates it. That's one tip. Okay? Second, exercising. Yeah, I know you know that, but how often do you exercise? It doesn't have to be the big exercise. You know, the main thing is that the more you move, the more you're happy. Remember, happy people tend to like have open movement, and sad people are always closed up on themselves like this. Happy people are always moving, so the more you move, the happier you tend to be. You don't have to do a heavy exercise. Just walking around, just moving a little faster. Those small things, they bring you a little more joy. Remember, this video, the purpose of this video is to condition your environment and take you closer and closer to joy, because the mind can be at only one the mind can focus on only one emotion at a time. I'm talking about both extreme, good or bad. The mind cannot be on the good and the bad at the same time. So when you focus on those small things, they take you closer and closer to that joy, right? And when you do it over and over again, you don't even, at a certain point, you don't even have to think about it. It becomes second nature. That's what I'm talking about. So exercise a little bit. It doesn't have to be that big exercise. And when you exercise, science tells us, right? It kicks in those happy hormones in your body. You need that. You know what I'm saying? And now, third thing, as easy and simple as it is gratitude mode. One of my latest videos, he talked about gratitude. He went in deeply into it. But these are some of the things that I do to bring me joy. I have a gratitude journal. You know, like I said, your mind cannot be on both extremes at the same time. So when you're being grateful, you're exercising your joy. And the more you do it, the more it happens. I cannot stress on gratitude enough. Try it. Try it for a couple of weeks and you will see it. So to recap what I said, you need to do the things that bring you joy, not necessarily the things that cost a lot. Just small things that bring you joy. That's one. Number two, exercising, walking faster, just moving, just move. That is going to bring you joy. And the third thing that you're going to do is to be grateful. Grateful no matter what. You know what I'm saying? No matter how bad Corona is, just be grateful that you are alive, that you are doing the things that you're doing, even if you lost your job. Whatever you can be grateful for. I got a roof over my head. It's been a while since I had Mountain Dew. I am grateful. I like Mountain Dew. Once in a while I drink it, so I am grateful for even the smaller things, and I linger over that. If I decide to be grateful for one thing, I spend 30 seconds at least on it, and that brings me that joy. And do those things over and over again, you will see what's going to happen. Most of the mistake that a lot of people do, they hear about it, they think that they know it, they don't practice it. It's never going to come. The joy, the love, the happiness is out there. Are you practicing it? Because you were born with it. It's your birthright, right? So use it. Take advantage of it. You already got it. All right. Thank you very much, everybody. And I'll see you at the next video. Take care and keep on being positive. Keep on spreading the love and the joy. Take it easy.